What's up, YouTube? I want to say hello to She Talks Too Much, Tracy, Lexington, Norfolk, Popeyes, Black Lips, CPAP, Money in Transit. I need lemon for zest. Please stick with Natasha, baby. Natasha gave you life. Natasha was your lifeline. I think you need to stick with that. I think you need to stick with that because a legal consultant, you are not. And you sitting over there with lemon zest and y'all cutting up. Tracy, I saw that. But what CPAP don't understand is you don't know if I received pictures of MU or not. That's just speculation. I didn't show it on YouTube video. I did nothing of the sort. All you know, it could have been a drawing or it could have been someone who looks similar to MU. And just because I said it, that doesn't mean I saw it. I think you are ignorant. And I thought you were smart. You are not. And the only reason why you did this is because the Natasha story has worn out and you don't have anything else now. You don't have anything else. And sad part about it is no one was really looking for you. And Natasha brought you back. And the only reason why she went to you because she knew that William Carruthers did not like you. Stick to Natasha. That's your winning hand. This legal analysis you're trying to do, it falls extremely short of the mark. You don't have the fortitude nor the intelligence to even know what you're talking about. And somebody was telling me you, and I'm like, I ain't even going over there. I'll listen to a little bit of it, and I'm like, are you dumb? CPAP, CPAP, thick tongue, money in transit. Please stick to Natasha. I'm going to give you this. That interview you did with Natasha was extraordinarily good. You didn't talk that much and your mouth was shut. And you do a much better job when it stays that way. Stick with the Natasha interviews because what you're doing now, you're talking too much. And now people really realize how ignorant and ill informed you are. And I know you're trying to get back in the sector. I know that you have, uh, been gone and you're trying to get back in. But please leave the content creators out of it. Get back on your own merit and not off of my name. Okay? And now you got to use lemon zest over there to get back on. And I think that's really interesting too. So that's all I really wanted to say, you all. I didn't really want to say too much. I just think it's really funny that this person now is a CNN legal analyst. He just got his JD from Georgetown. How hilarious. Uh, mm. Money in transit. And first of all, you all, I think that he got back at William Carruthers because he too was a Natasha. He too was a Natasha. Jay, how do you come about that, Jay? Jay, why are you calling Sir King or CPAP a Natasha? Well, y'all remember our girl from Houston. What was her name? Ma, what's her name? What was the older lady name? What was the older name? Older lady name? And let me say this: I don't care about the interview from Natasha. I'm doing fine without that. But again, I think it was very interesting that you were trying to use that lady as a lick too. Mama D. Yes. You was using Mama D like Natasha was using. Hmm. You was begging Mama D for car repairs and getting little massages and pedicures and manicures, all at the expense of Mama D. You and Natasha have a lot in common. You both like elderly people. You both like to get that money. And you used Mama D as a lick too. So you and Natasha have a lot in common. That's why you did a good interview, because you could relate to using somebody. You remember that money in transit? Oh, honey, we have a virtual slut and a virtual gigolo. Wow. Sir King and Lemon Panel roasting you. You can't roast me, honey. I come on camera. Okay, number one, I come on camera. You can't roast me. And number two, my money is not in transit, and I'm not begging old women to pay for my car. And you another one who don't got a good insurance. How are you gonna get in a car accident and you paying for the rental car, and the insurance company is not paying for the rental car? Again, y'all, it's crazy, but that has happened. Now, I'm not jealous of an interview. I just said you did a good interview. Why should I be jealous of something that I'm really not concerned about? Yeah, I'm glad you got the interview because nobody was checking for you until that. And no one still is checking for you now. Natasha is your claim to fame. And without Natasha, mm, but no, trust me, I'm not jealous. No, mm-mm. Don't even get that to me. But yes, baby, Mama D. I think Lemon Zest is over there back there with him, Tracy. Yes, honey, they done made up. They done kissed and made up. Ain't that something? He was broke for 250. Like the time. See, you see, you see. These things are not coincidence. These are not coincidence. This is not a coincidence. Honey, Lemon Zest is over there with CPAP. And I just think it's funny, honey, because I'm gonna make this coin. Okay. I saw a old nasty Piggly Wiggly, and I said, let me put my Publix up. Honey, 250 is the new 1 million, honey. Okay. Natasha was doing it for child, I'm telling you, these $200, 200, 250, 250. Yes, Lord. Mama D is still honeymooning, yes. But baby, he was trying to use Mama D as a lick. And Mama D had to come and tell it. Sir King was using her, using that older lady. And then you got the nerve to act like William Carruthers is such a bad man, but you was doing it to Mama D. My God, today. So anyway, I'm not jealous of anything you got. Trust me, not even your co-host, boo. I'm just glad that you're trying to climb your way back at the B sector because Natasha really saved you. Baby, people have forgotten who you were. No one was even mentioning you. It was other things going on. And again, people had to look, I couldn't even find you. I couldn't even find you. Somebody had to tell me your new name. It was Tofu Alley because I couldn't even find you. I was still typing in Sir King. I didn't even know you changed your name. Okay, that's how relevant you are. And I found him like, okay. And the interview was good because you didn't say nothing. But anyway, y'all, I guess I'm supposed to be getting sued, but um, I didn't show a picture. Baby, I could have been looking at a comparison. And this is the thing, you all. This is the thing. I went over to see MU's hair, and it was rough. It was rough. It was rough. But this is what I want to say to Sir King. I don't hear you getting upset at people talking about Tracy's braids. Since you're so concerned about people's look, I don't hear you saying anything about that. I don't see you, I think that you are really, really phony. Because now you're concerned about her hair. And the only thing that I spoke was true. I asked a couple of questions because I'm tired of the game. Where are we with the ring? Did we get the $60,000 in insurance money? Did we file a police report? Is that young man in jail for stealing your ring? Did UPS get a lawsuit? If UPS misplaced your ring, then ma'am, you truly have a lawsuit. You up here filing frivolous lawsuit charges against people and ain't winning, but you got a case with Federal Express or UPS or whoever lost it. Speaking of not heard from, Beach, this beach is better. How is the case going? How's everything going for you, girl? Is the man in jail yet, Beach? I gave you to Thanksgiving, girl, so I had to inquire now because it's almost Christmas, and the girls are telling me I'm being too easy on you. But I just want to give you a little time. Beach, what's going on with the case, niece? Beach, what's going on with the case? I'm just asking. Okay, y'all, let me say something here too. I went over and I looked at ODS and Briana, and I don't really know what to take of that. It's really interesting. Um, First of all, I said what I said, and Uppity needs to be focusing on her kids, and we shouldn't be hearing all kind of noises. And regardless of what it was, whether she planned or not, we shouldn't hear it. I don't give a damn what you said. We shouldn't hear it. Period. We don't know if the child is playing, if the child is upset, or what. We don't. Now, let me say what I have to say about you. Brianna, you nasty. You're a nasty piece of shit. Let me tell you why you're a nasty piece of shit. You and your boy ODS were trying to shade Tracy's world on the platform. Y'all are a piece of shit. Y'all got that lady up there just for content and just to use her. And that's a piece of shit. No, I'm not on Benadryl tonight. Tracy's world. It's some things that they said to Tracy's world and how they were prodding Tracy's world, and they were really low T shading Tracy's world. Now, Brianna, just because you done lost 25 pounds, it don't give you the right to be nasty. That don't give you the right to be nasty because you're a nasty piece of shit. And this is why I don't like you. You came from the house of Slytherin. And my thing is, Brianna, again, you was looking shitty kitty when you was getting that seafood at that damn soul food restaurant, looking all happy like you won the lottery. And it was wrong for the people to do it. It was wrong for the people to do it, but you was happy, okay? And at the end of the day, what you tried to do and pull with Tracy's world was crap. It really was. And I'm not always a fan of Tracy's world. And you was trying to shade her with the lights. Your lights on Tracy's world. I'm like, you know what? And Tracy's world didn't sound really herself tonight. She sounded like she was not feeling too well. But it's not funny. You a piece of crap. You a mean girl. You a mean girl. And Kimmy really did need to be friends with you because you don't know how to be one. And again, because Tracy's world is in a vulnerable state in a moment, you just thought it was okay to double team her and jump on her. Now I'm gonna say this, you all. I'm gonna say this. You try to be cool with people. You try to be diplomatic and be peaceful with people. You really do. But some people just shitty pieces of crap. And you are one. Fat or skinny. And Tracy's world didn't even fight. I mean, I'm sitting there listening. I'm like, y'all coming at this lady for her electric. And then I guess Tracy's world doesn't have a car now. And so they, oof. Mm. So when Kimmy get in that ass, when she start talking about you, don't go crying. Don't go acting like you the victim. Because what you tried to pull with Tracy's world tonight was crappy. Big time. Now I said what I said about what's that lady name? Uppity Negro Goddess. Uppity Negro Goddess don't give a damn. She don't even care about her own child being exposed out there. She don't even care about people calling CPS on her. And I really don't care. And she probably done made a video, which I don't give a damn. Because I'm not the one living in government housing in New York with broken fixtures and broken teeth, titties hanging in the pot in a nasty house. That ain't my ministry. So anything that said should a individual, that low rent individual has said about me, it don't phase me any. I've been insulted by better people with full sets of teeth, I might add. Period. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what they like to do. But like I said, nobody ain't jealous of her either. I'm just sitting there looking and I'm like, ugh. I'm like, they are really, really, I mean, Kwani, they really doing a lot of stuff. And I'm really trying not to kick people when they down. I really am not. This is why, I don't know if Fi is in her house or not in her house. I'm leaving it alone. Hopefully, for the sake of her daughter, she finds a place. I know a lot of y'all don't feel that way, and I'm not telling you all have to feel that way. Tracy's world might be in a situation where she doesn't have a car and her lights wasn't on. I mean, now I can say a lot about it, but I have backed off. Now, that big old piece of shit named Uppity Negro Goddess, I'm saying what I'm saying to you is because you sat there and you insulted MU, and I'm just saying. Let me say this: people like, well, you trying to come against MU? You trying to get no. I've seen MU's works. I have seen MU everywhere she has gone cause issue with people, and what I am saying I mean, again, MU, Tracy, myself, and the other content creator was on a ship. MU was maligning Tracy. MU was talking about Tracy behind her back. MU did some stuff that friends don't do. And she still haven't acknowledged that she threw Tracy under the bus. I heard her say that Tracy's stuff smells like mustard. And I'm going here again. The ship hadn't even docked in the port of Miami. We were still out to sea. And you were still talking about Tracy. Then you had the nerve to say you didn't really want to go on the cruise. Well, honey, you could have fooled me because, honey, you and the brotherhood seemed like the right connection. You was doing all of those, I put my air quotes up, interviews. Stop, and again, you use Tracy for a click interview. And that's what you do. V. Lenore the same way. And you play this part like you're the victim and you use this sobriety as a shield so people won't get in your face. But I'm sorry, ma'am. And we hadn't had any major interactions, but I've seen enough to say, you know what? You ain't nice and you're not innocent. And you have really had it out with a lot of people. And this Tracy thing, again, you left the sector for a little bit and you came back acting like nothing has happened. And let me tell y'all something. MU is that type of person where she did something and then she'll come over your house and sit at your table like nothing ain't happened. And he's like, oh no, 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 no. We got something to talk about. You just did something wrong and we need to have a conversation about it. And we're not going to act like you just didn't do nothing. And that's how I feel about MU right now. Biggie face, I can understand that. But the bottom line is she's not the only person that this happens to. And you know what? Now, y'all can say whatever y'all want about P. Lenora, but I do want to see the video. And V. Lenora was very insistent on seeing the video. And let me tell you something, MU. The people on the ship who were on the cruise, they were very nice to you. Because, baby, when we got on that ship and when people saw you, some of the people thought you was using. Some of the people asked me, were you on that stuff? And I'm like, no, she's just anxious, you all. And people covered for you. When that lady was stalking you and we found out about it, you know why people was pissed? Because you didn't say a damn word. Until we got back, you didn't say anything. And you had a suspicion that something was wrong, but you didn't say nothing. I'm like, why would you do that? Then you told the people you didn't even want to go on the cruise. Then you went missing for about 3 or 4 hours. Tracy calling me looking for you because she's concerned about you. You didn't even have, excuse me, the decency to say, hey, Tracy, I'm occupied right now, but I'm okay. You didn't even say that. Hmm. Mm. And MU, let me say this. When Tracy was in California, I was really trying to keep the peace. But I truly believe when things don't go your way, or when there's opposition, or when someone doesn't agree with you, you have major issues. So I'm going to leave it right there. And I'm only saying these things because, again, you did Tracy wrong. You recorded a conversation. You put it out. Tracy told you she was going to pay you back when she got paid. You didn't even allow Tracy to do that. You did the same thing with Kimmy. You're playing in V. Lenore's face. I believe you done set up a few men. I'm telling you, I think the mayor of Detroit really missed a major issue with you. So I'm glad that didn't happen. And I just think you're an interesting piece of work. You're always calling about this sobriety. I'm going to leave it alone. Now, I will say this, you all. It's a lot of things going on these YouTube streets. And I just said what I said. I know some people will get upset. I don't really care. I know people will say some things about me. I don't really care. You just get tired of these plays and you can see them from a mile away. Say something about Jay Wilson so Jay Wilson can come and say something. I don't have time. All I'm saying is CPAP, stick with Natasha. Your Natasha cover is the best thing you've ever done on YouTube, besides you trying to weasel money from Mama D. And Mama D came right on out and called you out that money in transit. And then you sounding worse than I flipped my car over and I need some GoFundMe money because you were paying for a rental car. I'm like, well, y'all must not believe in insurance because I would have had a rental car right then and there. And if you were at fault, the rental car company should still provide you. Child, it's just a hot mess. Y'all hot messes. Money in transit. My God. Well, Paulette, for the mere fact, Tracy said that she was in the room with them and she was hunching that man in their bed. Girl, I almost fell out. Mm, who does that? You and your man in bed. You have your friend in that room and y'all hunching. What y'all want to do? Tracy to go over there and hunch with y'all? Is that what you wanted, boo? Ooh, I'm just like, the nerve. Y'all should have been like, Tracy's in here now. We can't do this. It'll make her uncomfortable. Or I don't want Tracy to be calling me a slut. So let's not hunch in front of her. Child, y'all gonna hunch right in front. Tracy girl, I would have been staying in the lobby. I would have been right in the lobby. I would have been right in the lobby. Paulette, I'm waiting for that interview. I'm waiting for that interview to come out too. She did so many interviews. I mean, she interviewed so many of the brotherhood. I'm waiting for the interview. See what this interview is given. She was so fascinated with their stories. She thought you was asleep. Well, Tracy, even if you was asleep, don't you think all of that moaning would wake you up? Huh? People like that will hunch on the subway. They'll hunch in an airplane. Child, let me stop. It's just a mess. Ebony is just a mess. Ebony was there. And again, everybody was walking around eggshell around MU because no one wanted to. And let me say this: her thinking somebody was going to beat her up was another form of defense because everybody was on their best behavior to make her feel comfortable. To the extent where people again were coming to me and saying, "Is she okay? Because she seems like she's off." Somebody said, "Is she back on that stuff?" But nobody would say anything. And then I saw her and I'm like, "Ooh, she looks a little older than them people, baby." All of them filters and stuff. I'm like, she look a little older than what she is. But I ain't say nothing. I just kept it moving. Child, my God. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I'm telling you. Y'all, you know that people, let me say this, the rider lives were good. They ain't come out and say a whole lot of stuff. Now, people talking about some y'all piling up on MU. No, people are catching who she is and what she's about. And what you did to Tracy wasn't cool. I know Tracy is not a perfect person, and we're not saying that she's perfect, but the finance situation should have been between you and Tracy. Tracy said, "I'm going to get you your money back when I get paid." That was the agreement. Then you were taping Tracy without her knowledge. Then you put it out there. Then you talked about her to other people. And then you said some disparaging things about her. And all of this was done before we got back to Miami, Florida. Then you stood with her for a whole 3 or 5 days, knowing what you had said about her and act like nothing had even happened. You act like nothing had happened, knowing that you said these things about her. And then when she addresses you about it, you act like that it is her fault. You act like that she's done something wrong. And that's what people don't get. Now, Tracy and I have had some major fallouts. I have admitted I was petty as hell, not doxing and not doing anything illegal, but I was petty as hell. And I said, Tracy, I was petty. And I said, look, we cool. I'm sorry. It was petty. Even I took accountability for being petty. You won't even do that. You won't even do that. And I mean, me and Tracy fought much harder than what you going through right now. Honey, it was an old nasty piece of drag down, drag out. Now I done took pictures with you and again, we were cool. But I really had to think about what you had done. And the impact didn't hit me until I'm like, wait a minute, you talked about this woman and we weren't even back in port. And then you spent the whole nother 4 or 5 days with her, knowing that you talked about her to these other people and you act like nothing happened. Ebony 757 said she was very fidgety. Honey, she was fidgety. She seemed very irritable. Baby, it was a mess. It was a mess. I mean, she talked under Tracy's clothes, but running South Beach acting. That's right. That right there. That right there. That right there. And so people don't understand that. And then you said you didn't want to go, but yet you went. Anyway, you all. I think it's real interesting what people do. And baby, you asked Viv. Child, Melissa Scott asked me was she still on drugs. She said, is she okay? And that lady really was, ooh, she was so concerned. You could see the concern on her face. Because some people just don't have no poker face. And I can't think of that woman's name. She's a very nice looking woman. And she was with Tracy and she was with MU and she was actually she's Tracy's pieces, I believe. And she has a light complexion. And I remember her. But baby, Terry, that's her name, Tracy Terry. Honey, Terry was so protective of MU, and you could see it on her face. Now, I'm tell you, you can see the concern on Terry's face. And it was almost like Terry was her, yeah, her handler or something, because you could see the concern on this woman's face. And I was just happy that she had a decent time. But, child, and the thing is, y'all, I didn't know all of this stuff was going on until after the cruise. I didn't know she had said all of this stuff during the cruise. And I'm like, damn, if you do this to Tracy, damn, you don't think shit about nobody else. Oh, anyway. Terry was a godsend. When I tell you Terry really was there and Terry was really protective of her, yeah, yeah. Um, Tracy is who she is, you all. Um, let me say something. See, Tracy does take accountability. And I'm gonna tell you how Tracy takes accountability. And I guess this is why me and Tracy can really walk in a peaceful manner. Not because I never hated Tracy. I just believe that the situation that really caused us to be at odds was caused by a content creator who was messy as hell. I knew what they were doing. I knew what they were doing. But see, Tracy has come to me and said, "You was right, Jay, about that person." Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because as much as y'all think I hate Tracy, I am looking out. When Tracy went to California and that man put his hands on her titty, I was done. Honey, I was done. And baby, I called Tracy and I was not happy. And Tracy, no, me and Tracy both are strong people. Now Tracy gonna do the hell what she wanna do. But I wanted her to know that I wasn't appreciative of it. And I ain't appreciate that man putting his hands on her titty. I don't care who he was. I sure did. I couldn't do nothing about it. And Tracy was like, "Well, Jay was saying, you know." I'm like, well, girl, I don't care. I don't like it. It didn't look good. And it made me mad. It made me damn mad. And see, y'all always thinking about, oh, these gay men hate women. No, 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 no. I consider Tracy to be a vlog daughter, but like a cousin or something. She, number one, she from San Antonio. Number two, I just didn't appreciate that. And I feel that same way about a lot of women. I know I may fight with some of the women in the beef sector, but I really don't hate them. It's just a couple who and I would still fight for them, even though I don't care for some of their ways. I would still fight for them. But some of these folk are snakes. Do you understand me? And when you know they're a snake, I don't care how much you nurse a snake back, it's going to bite you eventually. And you need to know what it is. And that's the truth. Oh, Lord. Y'all, I'm not jealous of anyone. I'm not hating on nobody. And I'm not trying to control anybody. I think people really think you're trying to control them when you are giving them suggestions. And again, because of my character, because of the role that I'm given and the script that I'm giving or given, a lot of people like, oh, no, 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 no. People want to have me out as cold, callous. I don't care about people. Let me tell you something. In this entertainment field, you do what you got to do. We seen what's happening with P. Diddy and all of these people because folk don't care. That's a sense of control. All of this sex that man having and everything, it's a sense of control. It's like I control people. You know you can control people. If I can make you do something you don't want to do, but you'll do it because of who I am or what I perceive to have. And I don't want that. But baby, I have told people some really serious stuff. Don't hang with these folk because they're not good. Their intents are not right. And then all of a sudden, bam, here it is. I promise I'm not trying to control somebody, but sometimes you can see mess and you can see what's getting ready to happen. You can see what's getting ready to happen. Now, I know people, let me say this. I know people are trying to say, ooh, Jay Wilson shading you and all of that. I'm going to tell you what, I'm saying that it's not right what you did. Somebody really considered you a friend. And regardless of your differences and disagreements, you brought it to the table. You brought it to other folk in the sector. And all I'm saying to you is, you know, if you really love Tracy or Tracy is really your friend or was your friend, you should try to get it right. But don't act like Tracy is the enemy here Because again, if you didn't want to give her the money, you would have said, no, Tracy, I'm not going to do that. You put it out here. Oh, Tracy asked me for it. And it's almost like, to me, you really tried to embarrass Tracy. Like, she don't got nothing. She ain't this. She ain't that. Da 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 da. And then, how you gonna pay your rent? How you gonna do this? Da 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 da. How you gonna do this, Tracy? And you were asking her those questions, and you were recording it to say, "Hey, Tracy ain't shit." Now, Tracy ain't saying you ain't shit, but that's how it was perceived. Tracy ain't shit. Tracy can't pay her rent. And you know why I say you put it out there? Because you put it out there and you told other people about it. Child, but you're such a good friend. With friends like you, girl, who needs an enemy? I'm being real with that because that's what you did. And so, you talking about you was a friend of Tracy's and so on and so on. But I don't believe it. Because if you were a friend of Tracy's, you would really be trying to protect Tracy and not put her out like that. You put Tracy Stone out. I didn't need to know all of that, child. So I'm gonna let CPAP, aka Money in Transit, and Lemon Zest sit there and talk because they really need to come up. They ain't telling y'all that, but they really need to come up because now that Natasha thing don't wore off and we moving on to different topics. And CPAP had to go get Lemon Zest. I know y'all surprised because y'all say Lemon Zest is over there. Child, Lemon Zest is over there too. Okay, so Lemon Zest is over there, which he needs. Because let me tell you something, child, that show wasn't kicking without Lemon Zest. Lemon Zest is just an important part of that show because nobody would really be able to sit there and stand and watch him without Lemon Zest. So again, yes, money turns. Please, much prayer for those people in Tennessee. But Lemon Zest is over there helping him. Natasha was the best thing that happened to you because people have forgotten all about you. And it was for Natasha, baby. But that Natasha thing is weighing down now. Now you need to find other things. hmm So you sound stupid over there. I just think it's funny. And then I said what I said about MU. As far as Briana, girl, you really was a mean girl tonight to Tracy's world. I mean, you would not let off of Tracy's world. Now I'm gonna say this to ODS. Now ODS, CPAP, and Lemon Zest said that you don't have the it factor and that you're not that smart. I'm like, did they just say that? Oh my God. They talking about everybody. They talking about everybody. So CPAP and Lemon Zest was over there saying that you don't have the it factor and that you ain't funny nor you're smart, baby. I'm like, oh, did CPAP, Mister? I sound like I got asthma and need Mucinex over there talking because what you just said, trying to be a legal analyst, made you look really a hell of a stupid over there. But that's what y'all said. Ooh, you and Lemon Zest be egging you on too. Yes, he does. What y'all think about that? Do y'all think ODS is boring and not smart? Okay. I'm like, ooh. I'm like, oh, y'all talking about, oh. They dragged ODS and he was supporting CPAP. Sure was. They said that man was boring and wasn't funny. And then he said he wasn't that smart. I'm like, oh my God. CPAP and Lemon Zest. CPAP, aka My Money in Transit, and Lemon Zest was up there talking about ODS. Now ODS done supported this man. See ODS. I always want to talk about Jay Wilson and everything, but I ain't never said you was dumb. Now you showed that pile up on Tracy's World last night with tonight rather with Bree. But I ain't never said that you was stupid or not funny. My God, today. Paulette, have anyone seen William? No, and I think he's doing the right thing by not being seen. I think he need to chill out for a little bit. Zesty Lemon drunk again. Is he drunk? Pastor, they need content so bad, baby. They trying to get them Christmas bikes off of layaway. Child, Lemon drunk? How y'all know that man drunk? Now, how y'all know he drunk? Tell me how y'all know he drunk. Please tell me. I'm gonna be reading y'all comments. Now, how y'all know Lemon be drunk? See, now I know when Miss Pam be drunk. Miss Pam said she had bit her tongue, and that's why she was slurring. I ain't mad at Pam. Pam said she bit her tongue, Jesus. But how y'all know that man drunk? I didn't know Lemon drank. Lemon be drinking? Lemon be drinking, y'all? I'm just asking. Lemon be drinking? Give me an example when he was drinking and y'all knew he was drinking, because y'all be making stuff up. How Lemon be drinking? I think y'all lying on Lemon. I think y'all hating on Lemon. Look, Lemon don't be drunk. Paulette said, hell yeah. Lemon be drunk, y'all. Why he be drunk? I'm just trying to understand, you got all of this going for you in your life and you making things happening but you be drunk? Give me an example when he was drunk. Give me a show or a time, because I don't believe y'all. Y'all just throwing stuff against the wall. Y'all going give me an example when he was drunk. I just want to know because I think y'all making this up about lemonade. Y'all say he drunk every night? Mm, my God. My God. Pam said she bit her tongue. Now she said, I bit my tongue. Now he said, that's why I'm a little slurred. He said, because I bit my tongue. How you bit your tongue, Pam? You didn't, y'all, hold on, viewers. If you did not give us the details of how she bit her tongue, I forgot to ask that question. How you bit your tongue, girl? Was you brushing your teeth and you just, girl, I'm just trying to figure out how you bit the tongue. Now, some people said you bit your tongue because you was drunk. I don't know. Lord, don't get me the line, Jesus. Wow, y'all, I didn't know all of that was going on. See, y'all know more than I do because I don't go over there and listen to them. I just went over there today because somebody informed me that he had something to say. And again, I'm like, okay, I'll go over there and hear it because it is the Christmas season. And I'm like, everybody gonna get some money on the floor for everybody. So I forced myself to go over there and I only listened to the part where he said something about me because this other stuff was just like, and then I heard him say a little bit about ODS. He said ODS was not smart, nor he was funny. I'm like, you hating on ODS show? You hating on ODS show? This seemed like he hate on people. He seemed like he hate on other people's success. And I don't know. I mean, it seemed like ODS is doing what he needs to do, but why you hating on ODS? And they said ODS supported him. Mm-mm-mm. My God, today. What you say, Ebony? Oh, the restaurant was good, Ebony. That's good. That's good, Ebony. Let me say this, y'all. I don't mess with Auntie Donna. Auntie Donna is cool with me. She don't come over here as much, and everybody had their reasons for not. But I like Auntie Donna, and I don't know why she over there. But baby, if she's getting what she need over there, I'm gonna let her go on over there. I like Auntie Donna. I do. And I just think Auntie Donna be using them just like they be using her. Child, Auntie Donna she ain't dumb. She ain't dumb. You say they cut up at night? Wow. I didn't know all of that. Again, y'all, I really don't watch. Like I said, I looked at a little bit today and then I said, let me come on. I'm like, they got old nasty piece of Piggly Wiggly. I said, I'm gonna build my Publix across the street. What's up, Ty Taylor? How they be cutting up, y'all? How they be cutting up? So I guess they be talking about other people. I don't know. Like I said, I am not privy to all of this, but I don't know how they be cutting up. Okay, top notch. I haven't been on. So I saw ODS and Briana, and Tracy's World was over there. Hmm, I think. Let me say this. I think if Briana wasn't over there, I would have been able to stomach it. But Briana was egging it on, and she was really trying to slick shade Tracy's World over there, asking that lady, "Is her light still on?" And then Tracy's World said she didn't have no car. Oh, you don't have no car? And I'm like, okay, you're trying to really slick shade Tracy's World. And I had Tracy's World turned around and cuss you out. You'll be like, you ain't my daddy. You ain't my mama. And see, that's why that weakling can't come over to my platform because, honey, I will show up and show out. Okay. So, anyway, but I just thought it was really, she was really slick shading Tracy's World. And Tracy's World already in a situation. And again, Tracy's World done lost her mama. And I think Tracy's World is just trying to find herself. She's lost a lot. And y'all, I backed up off of Tracy's World because Tracy's World is going through a little mental crisis right now. I'm not calling her crazy. I'm just saying she's going through a little mental crisis. She done lost her marriage. She done lost her car. She done lost her mama. She temporarily lost her lights. And that's a lot of loss. And that stuff can really pile up. And then you got people coming at her trying to shade her. That could be a lot. And I'm like, let me step back. I think that I have really stepped back because I remember the OJ, not OJ, but or the OJs, but the old J. I would have been all on that. You hear me? But you okay. Y'all, I'm really serious. I don't know how long that I will even be on YouTube because I'm just it's certain things that I'm like no. And I just noticed there's a lot of hurting people. What makes me mad is when hurting people get nasty and try to hurt other folk. See, now this is why I don't always support Dovey because not only does Dovey lie, but Dovey be doing some evil stuff, and then she'll be the first one to want to burn a candle on somebody. See, and let me say this too. Even with her, when we found out what she was really going through, I felt bad. But then that brazen hussy got right back on up and started acting crazy. And I said, I can't do it. Sheila, what you said, Brianna has really turned into a big bad wolf and think everyone is afraid of her. No. Mm-mm. She got a lion black heart. She likes to kick you when you're down. So anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to call it a night. I got to get ready for choir rehearsal in the morning. I don't hate nobody. Oh, Miss Dover asked me last night. Okay, I don't hate nobody, but I'm seeing some stuff, and it's just really interesting. Child, Miss Dover need to come on and get in this competition. So I've really noticed it though. The Tracy World thing really stuck out to me because she said, "You got your lights on? Oh, you got your lights on? You don't have no car?" I'm like, "Oh my god!" And y'all, she didn't really sound like Tracy. I think Tracy just gone through a lot of stuff, and yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, look, y'all, I'm getting ready to head on out. But y'all have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all in the morning. Peace and love. Y'all take care.